Hello, if you are seeing this message, it might be for you. I am so sorry if I'm a little disheveled. I just got in from my, I sound like an 80-year-old woman. I just got in for my, post-dinner walk with my husband and my baby, and I just feel like I need to pull some cards. So if you're seeing this, hopefully this message is for you. I feel like what I'm feeling is almost like a message from your inner child, or I want to explore that. So I'm actually feeling really called to work with some of my oracle cards. I'm so sorry. I need my electrolytes. But I am going to start with tarot, just to get us kind of like a foundation, I guess. I don't really know, guys. I feel like I'm usually pretty good at carving out time for collective messages to come through. And I don't know if it's because I was outside and in nature and we were talking to neighbors, but I don't know. But this is what we're doing. So let's just see what comes through. So let's start with some tarot. Okay, that's a lot, so we're gonna start with that. Okay, some of you, the reason that this message is coming through is you feel like you're at a little bit of a crossroads. And I think some of you are feeling a little bit like you've been waiting for something to happen, you've been waiting for something to come through, you've been waiting to feel like you're seeing results from something that you've been putting time and energy into. And I don't want to say that it's not happening, but it feels almost like you're I think I need to do something different. Something needs to change. I need to start a new path. Because it feels, let me just show you what I'm working with here. We've got 7 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. We have the 3 of Swords with the Princess of Cups. And then I have the King of Wands with the World. So I'm just feeling I think some of you may be feeling like you've abandoned a part of yourself, or a part of your creativity, or a part of something that was important to you. And I don't know if this abandonment was intentional as much as it was just through growing up and people telling you that you should be spending your time and energy differently, which is just kind of a part of life, honestly. But I think it's, for some of us, we're not always meant to let go of those things that we're passionate about, that we care about. 333 on the clock. Oh, this is big creative shifts. So either it's time for you to get creative to create a solution for yourself, or you might be tapping back into a creative hobby, routine. Maybe some of you, this could be an entrepreneurial, it's time to, I feel like some of you maybe have some shadow work to do around this, around why it hasn't happened yet, why you didn't make the realization. I feel like some of you, this is gonna kind of create some uncomfortable energy around I could have been doing this the whole time, because I don't think that it's something completely foreign or new. I think it's oh, why didn't I just do this to begin with? But just trust everything's happening how it's supposed to be. You weren't supposed to be doing this thing yet, right? So it's just growing pains. I think that it's time for you to finally allow yourself to I don't know, this King of Wands is making me feel like it's time for you to own who you are, and allow yourself to be seen and fully embodied. And it's empowered, but it's in a way of like, I feel like some of you are women watching this, and so I want to speak directly to you for a moment, because this feels like when a man goes into a job interview versus when a woman goes into a job interview. And it's like, I think men are sometimes better manifestors passively because they expect to get every job that they interview for, which is fine. It's fine. But women, we tend to be really good at recognizing where we might be underqualified, even if we're not, or recognizing that there are other people that might be better qualified, or whatever it may be. But so I feel like almost this is a time for you to not recognize, like, be a little delulu in the sense of like, I don't want to be like, act like a man, because that sounds, I don't mean it in a negative way towards men. I think it's a really great thing that men are capable of. Sometimes not for the right reasons, but whatever. But I hope this is making sense. I think there's just this energy of like, you are overqualified, you are worthy, you are capable, you are talented enough. And so for you right now, it's about you showing up as if there is no one better qualified for the job than you. And because it's true, there's no one more qualified to live your life, your goals, your dreams, your desires than you. And so step up, right? Like, it's time to step into that energy of claiming. The chapter is closing. We're in a new book, right? Okay. I'm gonna play with some oracle cards. I'm gonna see if the goddesses want to add anything to this. We have the Isolde Undying Love card. The love you've shared is eternal regardless of the situation. This feels like revisiting something that you cared very deeply for. For some of you, this isn't even necessarily like a hobby or a thing that you did. It could even be how you showed up. It could be how you expressed yourself. Like, maybe you were a lot more fun, for lack of a better word, or a lot more outgoing, or a lot more into a specific area of your life. Like, maybe you were really into learning about a certain thing or experiencing a certain thing, or maybe you really liked to be outside more, or maybe you really liked to like wear clothes a certain way or have your hair a certain way. Like, this feels very specific in the sense that, like, I think there's a very specific thing that you will feel on the other end of this, hopefully. I'm going to see if there's anything else from the goddesses. Guardian, Artemis. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. This is not... I don't want any of you tiptoeing around this. Like, you are very supported in this shift. So even if you feel like it's going to be like maybe jarring for other people or surprising, I think that you are mistaken. I think that you are a lot more seen and understood than you may feel, which we all have the tendency to be in that mindset. We're going to pull from my Sacred Cycles deck and see what we get. Dark Moon and Monarchy. I'm going to read to you about these. 41 and 8. Yeah, this is some big shifting, big moving energy. I reclaim my sacred rights. This is a time of reclamation for you. If you're now being invited to revisit this moment and meditate upon knowing all that you do now. You're also being called to reflect on other previous... can't make this up. You're being asked to reflect on other previous life adventures that perhaps you had hoped would be joyous but turned out to be less fulfilling than expected. If you could go back and guide your younger self, oh, I'm going to cry. What might it have looked like? What do you wish you would have experienced and understood at the time? Now is your opportunity to gift yourself that alternative, whether through ceremony or gentle contemplation. Allow yourself to rewrite the script and change the lens through which you view past experiences to create more peace and freedom. This is making me feel like be the person that younger you needed, you know? Like, if not even in a selfish way, can you show up as this version of you for your younger self to heal a part of you, to be seen in a way that maybe you wish you were able to have been seen in the past? Sorry if you hear the baby fighting with his dad. Okay, let me read to you about the dark moon. So this is from the lunar cycles. I am a creator being. The dark moon opens up the opportunity to explore a blank slate somewhere in your life. Within the darkness of the void, there is fertile ground for a seed to be planted. What seed do you hope to plant right now? Before the moon can begin to grow anew, before an oak can sprout from an acorn, you must call forward the vision of each of these in their fullest expression. As you dream, vision, and dance your way towards defining what the sacred cycle may look like for you, know that the space you're in now holds the most vibrant and exuberant version of your wishes. Let your imagination and hopefulness run wild here, knowing that there is nothing to fear in the darkness. Again, that feels very like you're safe and you're protected. Where in my life am I ready to start anew? Okay, I love those. I don't really feel like I can elaborate too much more on those. Okay, let me ask my Dreamgate Oracle deck just if there's anything else that your inner child wants you to know, or what you can do for your inner child. I love this card. We got the Soothing Waters card. Intention, clearing blockages, and energetic hygiene. So this card is all about how we take care of ourselves, how we show up for ourselves, being really intentional with our energy, but also doing that energetic upkeep to make sure that we are not, we want to be moving stagnancy. We want to be letting things kind of like roll off. Yeah, I mean, I also feel the need to remind you of like when you were younger, like playing in water, maybe some of you taking baths, or even like if you're into manifestation water or moon water or anything like that. Like, I think being intentional and having some sort of water ritual that you're doing throughout your week, throughout your month, could help you just kind of stay feeling connected to yourself. I'm gonna see if there's anything else that this card has to say that feels relevant. Spiritual growth, period of gestation. Oh, that's the wrong. Okay, well, spiritual growth, period of gestation for whoever needs it. Intention, clearing blockages, energetic hygiene, essence. I am ready to replenish and recharge my life. I clear away all that blocks my happiness. Yeah, guys, this is quite literally just like you taking control of your energy again, taking control of your essence, your vitality, your vibrancy. This feels so incredibly solar plexus connected, which again is where our inner child lives. So work with some energy clearing crystals. If you're into crystals, you can work with some selenite or satin spar. You can, if you want to play with the solar plexus energy, orange calcite is one that I absolutely love for this placement. You can also do like yellow jaspers or things like that, but I just love the vibrancy of like an orange calcite personally. Oh, do I have some right here? I usually have some in here. But anyway, I think that I hope this message was comforting, because that's how I felt when I sat down to film it. It just seems like you're at a turning point where I think if you can start making decisions from your solar plexus, start making decisions from where your joy is going to come from, start making decisions for younger you, I think that that is going to give you a lot of fulfillment. And I think you're also just going to feel a lot more at peace and aligned energetically, in terms of like feeling connected to your purpose and your authentic self. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you did, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next reading, and I will see you there. Bye guys.